The problem with men today. The problem with men today is not weakness. It's impatience. Men want everything fast. Quick success. Fast muscles. Quick peace. Quick dominance. They want to skip the climb and go straight to the top. They want the rewards without the repetition. Victory without the struggle. But nothing real is built fast. The world doesn't reward haste. It rewards endurance. And in the silence between desire and achievement, most men give up. They look for shortcuts. They crave easy solutions. They scroll, compare, and crumble under the weight of their own expectations. They want to transform everything at once: body, mind, habits, life. But transformation doesn't happen in explosions. It doesn't announce itself with noise. It is built in silence, through small discipline and invisible acts repeated over time. This is why the 1% rule exists. It's not a slogan. It's a weapon. A way to fight against chaos, against pressure, against the illusion of perfection. Because when you focus on being 1% better each day, you eliminate the noise. You destroy the fantasy of instant success. You return to what is real, progress through persistence. The power of the first small step. Every man faces a crossroads. The moment when the weight of his own life seems unbearable. When change seems impossible. That is the most paralyzing moment. Facing the distance between who they are and who they want to be. It seems too far. Too heavy. Too scary. But here's the truth. No matter how high the mountain, everything always begins with a step. Not a jump. Not a run. A step. That single, almost invisible decision to begin to move, to act, separates the men who talk from the men who build. When you decide to improve 1%, you make a statement to yourself. I'm not perfect, but I won't stop. That's where change begins. Not with fireworks, but with friction. The friction of waking up early when you want to sleep. The friction of saying no when it's easier to say yes. The friction of doing one more repetition, one more page, one more moment of effort when your body wants to give up. That's where a man is forged, in the small, invisible resistance. Because the man who takes one step today will take another tomorrow, and another. And before he knows it, movement becomes momentum. Momentum becomes strength. And strength becomes identity. The cumulative effect. 1% a day changes everything. 1% doesn't seem like much. It's almost nothing. But do this every day, and you will become unstoppable. A 1% improvement accumulated daily means exponential growth. Not just in numbers, but in mindset. You begin to see life differently. The small victories that once seemed insignificant become proof that you can trust yourself again. You stop needing motivation because discipline becomes automatic. You stop comparing yourself to others because you are too focused on your own ascension. And here's the secret most never understand. Consistency trumps intensity. Always. Because motivation runs out. Enthusiasm fades. But consistency, that silent, relentless rhythm, builds unshakable power. Every day you dedicate yourself, you are rewriting your story. You are accumulating victories, one upon another. You are creating a version of yourself that cannot be destroyed by distractions or doubts. The man who grows 1% a day is in no hurry. He doesn't panic. He knows that time is on his side. He understands that slow progress is still progress. Small steps, multiplied by time, result in transformation. It's not just about self-improvement. It's about personal reconstruction. The revelation, what 1% becomes. Then one day, without fanfare, something changes. You wake up and realize you're not the same man anymore. The mirror reflects someone stronger, not just physically, but in presence, in focus, in peace. You begin to see how much you progress, not because you chase a future, but because you refuse to abandon the present. Each small action became a brick. Each day, a layer of armor. Each struggle, a lesson. The man you were is gone. The man you become, forged by repetition, shaped by patience, is in his rightful place. And you realize something profound. You never needed to change everything at once. You just needed to start. That's the revelation. That's the power of accumulation. The 1% rule isn't about speed. It's about direction. It's not about perfection. It's about persistence. It teaches that what is built slowly lasts longer. That what is achieved daily can never be taken from you. That every small step matters. Because each one transforms who you are. The call. So, here's the truth every man needs to hear. You don't need to be perfect. You don't pan by choice. You won't see the results immediately. You won't feel the change right away. But it's happening silently beneath the surface. Because true growth doesn't shout. It whispers. It builds itself. It multiplies. And one day, you'll look back and realize the small has become everything. The small effort has become a new identity. The man who once doubted himself now commands his life. Not because he was perfect. Not because he was lucky. But because he was consistent. That's what makes a man unstoppable. Not intensity. Not talent. Not shortcuts. Consistency. Persistence. Direction. Small today. Giant tomorrow. Always forward. 1%.